Alright, yo guys, it is Jegwarr, and before I do my aim training for today, I wanted to address all the comments from L4M underscore one, who's been like following the series pretty pretty well, I would say. And I just took a snip of these comments here because these ones I directly wanted to address, like kind of point for point. He's just saying his credentials at first, but I did watch some of VT Maddie's Aim Labs videos, some of the more popular ones, and about the themes, especially with static clicking. He uses black and white theme, like a black and white theme, to eliminate kind of the depth factor, and just makes like everything kind of just look like paper and just like circles, which simplifies it a lot. I get that. And then dynamic, he uses bricks for like to get the sense of depth, that you kind of need whenever you're doing more of a 3D kind of scenario. Uploading VODs of my Aim Labs training so that you can review them to see your technique and where to improve. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of doing the YouTube series, to kind of hold myself accountable, as well as getting feedback from like you, pretty much like people in the YouTube comments. Obviously, I'm a smaller channel, so I don't get as much feedback as like someone who's like a larger creator. So I appreciate any feedback I do get. I personally watch high-ranking aimers scenario VODs to see what ideal runs look like and then compare them to my own. There are many guides from notable aimers like Minigun, Maddie, Viscose or Viscas, Shimmy, to name a few, which will help towards ideal technique and improve scores. Yeah, that's something I need to do more. Obviously, I don't know, I've kind of been slacking on that. Even just like aim training 30 minutes a day it's not been hard, but like I'm also in college and I'm at work, so like, and I like to play with my friends, so like I'm really just trying to use the smallest amount of time possible to record content and improve, which I know is probably not the most ideal scenario. And then I asked LG or Low Gravity 56, the creator of most voltaic scenarios, Aim Labs, who is also Grandmaster at the moment. I believe in Angelica and Valorant benchmarks. Sorry, I asked him whether you should use weakness routines or VDIM for season 3 benchmarks. He said to use the weakness routines and the season 3 focus playlist. I don't know why I just drew over that, but I understand you want to overall improve in multiple games as well, but this is just something to consider. Perhaps weakness routines could be something to look into. Yeah, that's been something I looked into prior, primarily like for static clicking, because that seems to be like my weak point. And it used to be tracking, but apparently I've just gotten so much better in tracking from the daily playlist. Like, I don't know how, but it could be because I got a new Mousepad as well. But I think it's mainly from the daily playlist, and just getting better with being like, I don't know, calm and not gripping my mouse super tight. I saw you making a sheet to improve over time. I think that might be a wasted effort, as their web-based app can show you your scores over time. Also, you aren't expected to hit every time high scores every time you benchmark, but you will notice how your average scores go up quite if you compare them. That's true. That's true. The main reason I did the sheet is just like the Google Sheets is just in case I like want to play the benchmarks outside of it, but like I get the whole point is just average scores. But I just wanted to like see if I didn't do anything for the day, just woke up and did the benchmarks like once each, how much better my aim would be at the end. But turns out that's not a very good gauge. Average score is definitely better, so I definitely agree here. But then again, I don't want to play them too much to where the point where I'm just like score farming it. So you say you don't want to change your sense for scenarios and keep them similar to your games. FOV wise, the base FOV is 103 for Overwatch, which I believe is in their benchmark rules, but I don't think this matters so much as you adapt and improve to hit targets regardless of your FOV. For your sense, I think it would be ideal to change your sense for different scenarios. It will improve your overall aiming technique, help you get higher scores, as each range of sense utilizes different parts of your arm to aim. So changing it will make you more well-rounded and be able to transfer your aim across multiple games, hence why sense randomizers are sometimes used. Also, there shouldn't be a perfect sense that you can use for all games, and aim training just reinforces your mouse control so that you have the skills to transfer across from games regardless of the sense. Yep, so my sensitivity I have changed like a decent bit. I think now in Val I use like a 0.25 or something. Yeah, 0.25 with 1600 DPI, which is like 400 estimated DPI or effective DPI or whatever, which is like right at the very high end range or like the top range of what like a pro would use, which is like a pretty high sense. Like I can understand turning it down for certain scenarios, but the thing is, like whenever I turn my sense down or up for scenario, then it takes me like a while to get used to the new sense. And then whenever I go and actually do my Valorant training after I do my aim labs training, then my Valorant, I just like completely like it's all thrown off because I'm used to a different sense for flicking or something else. And primarily, I'm just focused on Valorant. I know there are specific ways I should train just for Valorant, but I don't want to necessarily do that because I do play other games that I do want to improve in as well. It's just Valorant is like my main game right now, but that changes like week to week because, you know, I'm in college. I just play what my friends play, you know, that type of stuff. 7 for Valorant in specific, I don't know what rank you are. Well, right now I'm silver. I went from bronze to silver in like literally like less than a week. It was pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know. It's just not the most difficult once you have decent aim. I feel like, and just realize what your weaknesses are. Assuming these highlights aren't 1 of 100, I'm making good progress. Yeah, they're definitely not 1 out of 100 because most of them are just like a couple like they're my games from that day. So yeah, pretty much yeah, they're just from that game. Improvement by watching pro VODs and analysis. Yeah, I have been doing this. Like I enjoy watching Valorant a decent bit. I do watch some streams and people that play like Chamber because that's who I play right now. I also watch like Sinatra just because he's in. Like I know that's not the most educational, but it's definitely entertaining. But I do watch some streams and stuff, and you know some videos more like educational ones, like about peaking. Pretty much, yeah, all that type of stuff. So, what I took away from this mainly is that I could change my visuals from task to task. I know that it's a bit tedious, but I could. Um, like that's kind of what you're hinting at I should do. The only thing I want to say like towards that is that if I do change my visuals theme to theme, isn't that like more of a me just trying to one up my score? Like that seems like score farming to me. Like in my opinion, that seems like I'm changing my visuals just so I get a better score rather than focusing on improving my actual aim. And I get you want to have the like I should strive for the highest score possible, but I'm more focused on improving with my sense from the game, with my FOV from the game, and from like all the stuff from the game. I'm not focusing on getting a higher score like necessarily in aim labs. That's just a byproduct of getting better at aiming. I feel like I know, yeah, getting a better score means I'm getting better at aiming, and ultimately that is the goal. But I feel like my rank in game is what I care about more. But like I see what you're saying here is that if my goal is to get better at the game, I should probably just focus on a game routine or playing the game, rather than aim labs. But I just kind of do both because I enjoy aim labs as a whole, and I think it's cool to improve my reaction time, improve my aim in multiple games. As far as changing my sense for different scenarios, I don't know if I will like all the time, but for certain benchmarks I might like just to test it out. Like if I'm planning on playing a scenario 3 times, I might change it a little bit lower if I know that type of stuff. Yeah, I probably won't use the sheet that much. I'll be using the Voltaic website as well as AimLab stats, which I know I don't even have it pulled up, but yeah, that's pretty much what I took away from that. And yeah, I'm just trying to improve my technique and all that stuff. But now I'm gonna aim train. these videos I'll probably add less and less text and talk a little bit more because it's just easier, and I don't have as much time to edit now that my Christmas break is over or like ending. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching though. And any comments I will read. And if you guys want me to do this on every comment, I will. Like I know I didn't address it perfectly, but um you know, at the end of the day, I'm learning, and I'm considering all this stuff, but my ultimate goal is just to improve in-game and in-games. That's half the reason I kept yellow targets so long, is my outline for all the enemies in every game I play is always yellow. And I felt like that helped recognizing yellow targets, yellow is the enemy, just mind the arm connection, But yeah, but now actually I'm trained, so I appreciate y'all. So I just did the benchmarks for a bit, and some of my scores improved, some didn't really change. But we'll compare them to the average and see kind of how they are. This is the season 2 benchmarks, which the VDIM playlists are based off of. So angle shot I didn't do. I started at the static because that's what I need to improve, and I ended up doing this for like a decent bit. So I'm not gonna lie. So as you can see, my scores are improving um, based on the trend line. That's all that really matters. Let's go look at multi-shot, see if those are improving. They're improving as well. You can just, if you want to take a second to look at these stats, you can. What else did I do? Pill track. Yeah, I did pill track. Let's take a look at those. Those ones actually are declining. Yeah, the playlists aren't perfect, and I'm not always on my A game. After pill track, I did sphere switch because I need to improve in that one as well. Score's improving in there. Sky switch. Score is also improving. Angle switch. Score is also improving. I always accidentally click that. Arc switch. I know my score improved a lot. Yeah. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. I was gonna do the intermediate ones, but I ended up like doing these, and to do the math, it took me like an hour, I'm not gonna lie, to like just do those and take a break because my eyes hurt. So that's gonna be it for this video. And I appreciate y'all for leaving feedback, especially you L4M _1. Even though I might not take all your feedback, I really do appreciate it. At the end of the day, I'm just more focused on improving in games and limiting as many variables as possible to really highlight if I'm improving or not. Or I don't want to improve based off my settings. I want to improve based off of myself, like my mouse control getting better. That's what it ultimately comes down to. But I appreciate you all for watching.